All right, now we're going to get to weird stuff. So again, another disclaimer. Go see your doctor. Disclaimer. Please, 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 please. And I don't like going to doctors, but there are things that I go to a doctor for. Like when I had the bronchitis stuff, I knew it's like, oh, this is the thing that I must seek help for. So I don't cough up a lung or break a rib. We are not medical professionals. We do not pretend to be. We are not in any way trying to give you any kind of diagnoses with what we are sharing with you here. What we're trying to do is give you enough information so that you can communicate, figure out what's going on with you, and communicate to your medical professional things that might be going on so that you can get help. We're not your doctors. We love you. We want you to be healthy.
Exactly.
All right. Moving on. All right. You get to pronounce this.
Onycholysis.
Onycholysis. Onycholysis. So this is our lovely Julia, and she's been sharing her photos recently, and thank you for letting us use this, Julia, of the onycholysis. So Anna, tell us.
And people will look at that and go, oh my God, that's a fungus. No, it's just areas where the nail plate has separated from the nail bed. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if you're watching, as you're watching it grow. If you're watching it grow out and it's fine, then perfect. Like a lot of times I've gotten some that look like Julia's when I accidentally try and get somebody's put silverware in the dishwasher wrong, and I stabbed myself with a fork. And I know it didn't bleed or anything. It hurt like, but then I ended up with a nail that looked like her ring finger. And that's just because I had trauma that separated the two.
And so one of the things, and I called you and texted you a photo one day. I'm like, I think I have a fungus, because it did exactly this on this same finger. And you're like, how closely did it show up? It's like, just today. It's like, it's not a fungus. So one thing to remember, we'll talk about it more when we get to fungus. Fungus is slow. So think of the slug.
Slow.
It's very, very slow, and it just is a very gradual. It eats away the individual cells, and it does it very slow. So fungus, think of fungus and slugs and slow or something.
This is another one that people don't really know about, but it's, and you've probably seen it on Instagram, where when they're doing acrylic and they put the form on, and then they put the acrylic on, and then as it's starting to cure, they will put a pair of special pliers, that will crimp it so that it has a nice C curve, like the people who have C curves like me. So they'll crimp it, but the process of crimping it pulls up on the nail bed. And so it will actually separate. So like with Julia's photograph, like the whole area where that's all lifting and separating, like that can be through the whole nail bed, because it's been pinched, and so the center has lifted up. So it's really important that we don't pinch our nails in that way.
No pinching. Yeah, that would explain some of the photos that I saw when I was looking for images for this. Again, if you need to stay up late at night, go ahead and look for nail images. If you want sleep at night, don't do it. So, I mean, one of the things, and go ahead.
The crimping is supposed to have made it so that it's got this perfect look for competitions, for nail art and nail enhancement competitions. It's not supposed to be forever. It's not good.
Yeah. And I think you and Rhea have said that it can also trap air in, or trap little air pocket where fungus can grow from the enhancement. So no crimping. Don't do it. So one of the things and that's what I found when I had the onycholysis, was it showed up after I was cleaning under my nail with
were you? We're cleaning under your nail
I was with an orange wood stick. I was being gentle, but it freaked me out. Oh my gosh, it was terrifying. So Anna has a video and an article of how to properly clean under your nail so that you do not separate. So you get to see these words too. So the reason we're seeing this whiteness is the guardian seal, which is called
And that's the onychodermal band of the hyponychium.
So
and
when that
so
separates,
the onychodermal band is a lot of people, right before your free edge, you'll see all of this pinker area. It's a band. And that is a band of scrunched up skin cells. It literally just like squish. And that's why it turns in, it's got a different color. And then the hyponychium is the actual end part of the seal.
okay. So that is one of the reasons that we never ever scrape under the side with a metal tool or an orange wood stick, or your the little thing that comes on your nail clippers. Don't use those, or your keys, or your teeth, or anything. We don't want to do anything sharp or hard underneath our nails, because you end up with this, because it breaks the seal.
You very easily can, just by pushing too hard.
Yep. So even with teeth too, like if you're biting, you can this goes away, and then you're exposed and stuff. So the best ways to clean under your nails that Anna goes through in the video is a Q-tip and rubbing alcohol. Or
and if you've got stuff that really down in that corner that drives everybody crazy, then you can use our nail brush or cleanup brush.
And one of the things I also do is my oil pen, because I can just swipe and kind of scoot it out to the side.
Shove that dirt out.
Yep. In a gentle way that does not compromise my hyponychium. I like it better, hyponychium, but I know that's not right.
I know.